Hey, Bears fans. This weekend, our Chicago Bears are taking the field against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this matchup could really define the trajectory of the season for both teams. The Bears have been navigating a roller coaster ride so far, with moments of brilliance and moments that make you scratch your head, but the opportunity to pull off a crucial road win has never been more tangible. Heading into this game, there's a sense of urgency and anticipation, the kind of game that can either solidify confidence or leave lingering doubts. With a victory here, the Bears would be sitting at 5-3, which is a strong position as they return home to face the Giants. It is exactly the kind of stretch where momentum can swing heavily in one direction, and this week, it is all about preparation, execution, and finding consistency on both sides of the ball. When we examine how the Bears have performed statistically, there are a few glaring trends to note. Offensively, the team has struggled to maintain high output in recent weeks, scoring only 16 points in their last outing, which brings their season average down to roughly 24 points per game. That ranks them right around the middle of the NFL, not elite, but not dreadful either. The challenge has been translating drives into touchdowns, particularly once the team enters the red zone, where efficiency has dipped significantly. In recent games, the Bears have converted fewer than half of their red zone trips into touchdowns, a stat that highlights the difference between a solid performance and a truly game-changing one. Yet, there are signs of resilience in other areas. The turnover margin remains a bright spot for this team, and having 15 takeaways over just 4 games shows that when the Bears' defense clicks, they can create momentum and change the flow of a contest in a heartbeat. Third down efficiency has been another area of mixed results. The offense converts around 41% of its third down attempts, which is serviceable but leaves room for improvement. The defense, meanwhile, is a feast or famine unit, capable of making big plays and forcing turnovers, yet often giving up substantial yardage when not dialed in. This inconsistency is something that has defined the Bears' season so far, creating games where they dominate in spurts, but struggle to sustain pressure or contain explosive plays consistently. The Bengals, on the other hand, have had their own set of challenges. Averaging just under 22 points per game while allowing more than 31, they have shown vulnerabilities that a disciplined and opportunistic Bears squad can exploit. Their turnover margin sits in negative territory, and their struggles on third downs, both offensively and defensively, have allowed opponents to control critical moments, especially in tight contests. One of the most critical battles for the Bears will undoubtedly be in the passing game, particularly containing the Bengals' star receivers. Jamar Chase has proven to be an elite weapon, consistently creating explosive plays and forcing defenses to adjust their coverage schemes. The Bears' secondary has faced injuries and personnel challenges, and getting key players back healthy will be paramount to slowing down a receiver of Chase's caliber. On top of that, the Bears' own offensive weapons have dealt with various injuries, with key receivers managing ailments and some being limited in practice. The hope is that as the week progresses, the likes of DeAndre Swift and other offensive playmakers return to full capacity, allowing the Bears to maintain balance between the run and pass game. A strong running game has shown signs of resurgence in recent weeks, and committing to it could open up opportunities for big plays in the passing game, particularly when defenses are forced to respect the threat of a balanced attack. Red zone performance remains a focal point for improvement. The Bears have struggled to convert trips into touchdowns consistently, and this inefficiency has prevented them from fully capitalizing on drives that look promising in yardage but fall short in scoring. Conversely, the Bengals have had relative success in their red zone execution, finding the end zone with greater frequency and placing additional pressure on their opponents to match them score for score. For the Bears, this game represents an opportunity to reset, execute better in crucial areas, and translate yardage and momentum into points when it matters most. Injuries will also play a significant role in this matchup. The Bears have had several key players limited in practice earlier in the week, including some of their top receivers who are managing issues ranging from heel and hip discomfort to concussions and knee injuries. While some of these absences are precautionary and players are expected to participate as the week progresses, The level of preparation and practice reps they receive could directly influence performance on game day. Likewise, the Bengals have their own list of concerns, including injuries to quarterbacks, linebackers, and secondary players, which could impact rotation and strategy. Monitoring these developments as the week unfolds will be crucial to understanding how both teams will line up and execute on Sunday. As we dig into matchups, there are a few areas where the Bears can assert clear advantages. At the line of scrimmage, the offensive line has been performing at a high level, providing protection and opening lanes for the running game. Conversely, the Bengals' offensive line has struggled at times, giving the Bears a potential edge in controlling the trenches. On defense, the Bears' front and linebacker core have the ability to create disruption and maintain pressure, even against talented skill players like Chase and Chase Brown. While the Bengals have some elite individual talents, the Bears' overall depth and ability to rotate players effectively could provide them with an advantage over the course of a full game. The secondary will be a key battleground, particularly with the potential return of injured players who can bolster coverage and provide support against big play threats. Special teams may tilt slightly in favor of Cincinnati, given their strong kicking and punting units. But overall, this matchup is more likely to be decided by execution in offense and defense rather than any single special teams play. The Bears have an opportunity to impose their will on both sides of the ball, and controlling the pace, staying disciplined in coverage, and capitalizing on turnovers could make all the difference in a game that has playoff implications for both squads. Running the ball effectively will be crucial for the Bears. The recent improvement in ground production has allowed the offense to sustain drives, control the clock, and keep the Bengals' offense off the field. Players like Swift and other running backs have shown the ability to consistently gain yardage and set up manageable third downs. Complementing this with smart quarterback play will keep defenses honest and open up the passing game for explosive plays. It is about maintaining balance, staying aggressive when opportunities present themselves, and not shying away from physical matchups in the trenches. On the flip side, containing Cincinnati's running game will be equally important. Chase Brown has emerged as a significant threat once Joe Flacco took over at quarterback, displaying explosive ability and consistency that the Bears' defense must account for. Limiting his production and forcing the Bengals into predictable passing situations will be key to dictating the flow of the game. If the Bears can successfully manage the run while creating pressure and confusion for Flacco and the receivers, they will set themselves up for a high-probability path to victory. Quarterback play will also be a focus. The Bears' young signal caller has shown growth and improvement in recent weeks, taking steps toward better decision-making, accuracy, and efficiency. Against a defense that has had its own struggles, this game presents an opportunity to capitalize on favorable matchups, target open receivers, and generate big plays that swing momentum. Execution in the passing game, particularly in critical moments on third down and in the red zone, will be essential to sustain drives and convert scoring opportunities. Momentum will play a psychological role as well. The Bengals have experienced highs and lows this season, including a recent devastating loss that effectively derailed their standing in the league. That kind of blow can weigh heavily on a team's morale, and the Bears have the chance to exploit that situation by playing smart, disciplined football. By controlling the tempo, minimizing mistakes, and executing their game plan, the Bears can force errors, create turnovers, and ultimately dominate the flow of the game. This matchup is not just another regular season contest. It has a narrative, a story, and a chance for the Bears to demonstrate growth, resilience, and the ability to impose their identity on the field. With careful attention to detail, smart play calling, and execution by the entire roster, the Bears have a clear path to securing a win and building momentum heading into the next stretch of the season. Each play matters. Each matchup matters. And for Chicago, this is a chance to show they are a team capable of taking control and defining their own destiny. As we dive deeper into this matchup, one of the most critical elements for the Bears will be their ability to control the tempo and impose physicality early on. The Bengals have shown that they can be vulnerable when defenses are aggressive and disciplined, especially in the trenches. Winning the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball will be essential. The Bears' offensive line has the tools to protect the quarterback in open running lanes, which is crucial against a defensive front that can generate pressure when allowed to penetrate gaps. At the same time, the defensive line must maintain gap discipline and leverage to disrupt Cincinnati's running game, particularly against Chase Brown, who has demonstrated explosive potential over the past few weeks. The Bears have a real chance to limit the big plays and force the Bengals into predictable situations that favor Chicago's strengths. Turnovers will also play a decisive role in this game. The Bears' defense has consistently shown the ability to create takeaways, and against a team like Cincinnati, these moments could swing momentum in a way that drastically influences the scoreboard. 15 takeaways in 4 games is not a fluke. It is a reflection of defensive awareness, preparation, and the ability to capitalize on mistakes. If the Bears can force a couple of critical turnovers early, it will not only energize the team, but also put the Bengals on their heels, forcing them to adjust their game plan and potentially take risks that they are not equipped to manage. On the offensive side, the Bears must protect the football at all costs. Limiting mistakes, maintaining possession, and converting key third downs will sustain drives, keep the Bengals' offense off the field, and set up scoring opportunities in manageable situations. Injury management remains a significant factor heading into this contest. The Bears have been dealing with multiple player limitations, particularly among their wide receivers and key offensive skill players. Some injuries are being managed cautiously, with limited practice reps, which can influence timing and chemistry in the passing game. However, if these players ramp up participation as the week progresses, the offense will have more flexibility and balance. DeAndre Swift's ability to contribute both as a runner and in the passing game is essential, and having him near full strength allows the Bears to keep defenses honest. On defense, the return of players in the secondary could provide the coverage depth needed to slow down elite Bengals playmakers like Jamar Chase. Being able to rotate in fresh, healthy players in key moments will make a noticeable difference in containing explosive plays. Quarterback play will continue to be a focal point. The Bears' young signal caller has shown incremental growth, particularly in efficiency and decision-making, which has been a noticeable improvement over the earlier weeks of the season. This week presents an opportunity to take advantage of a Bengals defense that has struggled at times to contain both the run and the short to intermediate passing game. Smart throws, timely reads, and maintaining composure under pressure will allow the Bears to convert critical third downs and capitalize on scoring chances. While the Bengals have talents capable of creating challenges, the Bears have shown the ability to exploit weaknesses when their execution is sharp and disciplined. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers have been swirling around the league, and it seems they might finally have some teeth. The Chicago Bears, long searching for a defensive cornerstone, appear to have landed a game-changer. Sources close to team circles hint that the Bears have secured the services of linebacker Brian Burns, a move that could instantly redefine their defensive identity. While nothing has been officially announced, the excitement and speculation has already taken over social media and locker room chatter. Burns, known for his relentless pass-rushing ability and knack for forcing turnovers, has been a player every team wants but few can actually secure. Insiders suggest that Chicago's front office pulled out all the stops, offering a package that would make any defensive coordinator's eyes light up. For fans, this is more than a signing. It's a potential statement. Could this finally be the season the Bears dominate the defensive headlines rather than quietly hoping to stay competitive? The buzz doesn't stop at the front office. Rumors hint that teammates are already thrilled at the prospect of lining up alongside Burns. One anonymous source hinted that the locker room feels an energy shift, an almost palpable sense that the defense is about to transform from inconsistent to downright terrifying. Analysts have speculated about what this could mean schematically. Could Burns be used as a hybrid edge rusher, dropping into coverage, or purely as a terror on the quarterback? The possibilities have sparked feverish debate among pundits and fans alike. Of course, not everyone is ready to pop the champagne. Skeptics point out that even the best pass rushers need a supporting cast, and the Bears' defense has historically struggled with depth and consistency. Still, the mere possibility of Burns leading the charge has reignited hope in Chicago, where every preseason rumor is dissected with almost religious intensity. Could this be the year the Bears finally assert dominance in the NFC? If the whispers hold true, the city might be witnessing the start of a defensive renaissance, one fueled by one of the league's most feared defenders. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.